All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Stardom Bed'em Fantasy Football Podcast, where gambling meets fantasy. I am your host, Brendan Shelley, with my man, Dan Ambrose. Dan Ambrose, what's going on?
Not much. Pretty successful weekend on Sunday and Monday, I guess, for me. I think I ended up going 6-1 or 7-1 Sunday between Sunday and Monday. So not bad. UNLV made the Mountain West Championship game through some kind of computer tiebreaker that nobody knows the code to. So it's great.
Do we have any Ashton Genties coming out of the Mountain West this year, or anybody?
No.
All right. By the way, a couple of Dan's calls. Dan called Moneyline on a couple of those. So if you followed him, that's fantastic. He said, I like the points, but I would take them outright. And they hit, man. So great job on those, your Moneyline picks. We did okay. I think we lost this weekend. I know we lost. Not by much. I think like 0.2 units. Our big one of the week, again, was our boy Darnell Washington. Easy win, baby. I'm telling you, that man just carries people on his back. We needed over 15 and a half. His first catch was 19 yards again. That seems to be his magic number. So Darnell Washington, the big boy's been making us money. He's our new Dalton Kincaid, kind of the lock of the week.
Otherwise, for your Jets too.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried now about my win total of under 5.5.
New York
as a whole? I shouldn't be, because they got to lose. They've got to win 3 of their next 5, which I don't think is going to happen. But their competition is not great.
Fields is benched, so there's no way that's happening.
Yeah, right. And then the ones that have hit for me though so far, I had the Bears over in wins. Got paid on that this weekend, and then the Jaguars as well. So
Jags look good.
I did lose my Chiefs one though.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Jacoby Myers going to the Jaguars, that might have been one of the best trades of this whole season. Obviously, I'm biased. I love Jalen Phillips. His luster's wearing off. Offensive coordinators are realizing just double, triple Phillips, and the Eagles have no pass rush. So that was my favorite trade of the whole trade deadline, but I think the creme la creme right now seems to be Jacoby Myers, because he's really building something there with Trevor Lawrence. It's cool to see. And Parker Washington still playing pretty well there. I think Jacksonville's I think they're really stepping up and impressing.
It'll be interesting this week. I think they played the Texans, which we'll talk about next episode. But I think it'll be a fun matchup. I think they
phenomenal defense.
Either they play Texans or they play the Colts this week. I don't remember which one it is.
There you go. Both hot teams. Let's go through it this Thursday. Let's get into what we got.
Decent game for change. If it's the Cowboys traveling to Detroit, right? Detroit's getting 3. That's at -3 right now. Interesting thing about this one. Usually I lean the dogs on Thursday night, right? And not this one as much, because I think that both these teams played on Thanksgiving Thursday, right? So there's a week in between there. It's not a short week for either of them. I kind of lean Detroit here. I feel like they kind of got to get things going.
They do.
The Cowboys, I don't know. The offense been playing well. They've been lucky too, but I mean, I don't know. Every time I feel like it's stupid at this point to count him out. Dak is playing out of his mind.
He is. I think he's up there for, MVP at this point. He's got to be in the mix, like a strong candidate. In the beginning, I think it was Baker.
Who didn't see the Baker downfall coming. And then
good call on that one.
Stafford until last week. Last week he didn't look so hot, but I mean,
he's still the front runner in my opinion, by far. And it's amazing. The man wasn't even going to play. He's like Quasimodo before the season, and now he's out there just slinging it and
broken back and that.
He's Mike Tyson, doing matches with a broken back.
Yes.
Spinal. Yeah. We do got to talk about injuries too before we go down this long Lions Cowboys game. There was a couple big injuries. I forgot. We got to get into that. But Justin Herbert broke his hand, his non-throwing hand, his left hand. Makes me a little worried. We got a lot of prop bets on Justin Herbert.
You think he's going to be out?
I don't know. He got surgery, I think, yesterday. So we will see how the surgery goes. I think from a Chargers perspective, I'm benching him this week. I'm not playing him. I'm not gambling that.
I think you got to kind of look at the playoff picture too, right? They're 2 games behind the Broncos, and then 2 games, I think, ahead now of the Chiefs. Yeah. So, I mean, even if they did sit him out a week or so to
the Chiefs might game 1 game. That's all I see it as.
Right.
And they're still pretty much going to the playoffs, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at that line too right now. Like,
bench. That's what I'm saying. I don't play him this week, and give Trey Lance a chance. Let's have fun with that. I would do that if I'm Harbaugh. I'm doing that. Give the kids some
Yeah,
experience just in case the hand gets worse.
you know
You got
what
to
I
bring them in
think?
a playoff situation. Yeah.
You
What
go
do you
out
got?
there
What do
and
you
you beat
think?
the fuck out of the Eagles, and then you take a week off. That's what
No,
I
please
think you
don't do
do.
that.
That's
Don't
what I
do
think you
that.
do.
So, but if I'm Harbaugh, I'm benching Herbert because he's your team. A
It's
couple
gonna
other
happen. He
injuries.
breaks his hand, so who cares?
I'm telling you, left hand surgery. I'm not risking this guy. Yeah. So so Herbert broken hand. The other injuries that I saw, there was a one to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones probably will not be playing this week. So Jordan Mason, everybody's favorite darling this offseason, except for this show's, he's out there again. Go get him if he's still sitting on your waivers. I highly doubt it. But he should get a good target share this weekend, or at least a lion's share of carries and receptions. So
Is
Jordan
Jones out
Mason.
for good or what?
No, I don't think so. He'll be back. He's a hard runner this season. I've been impressed with Aaron Jones when he's been healthy. I'm curious to see how he bounces back.
The Vikings, god damn, they looked bad last week. That was
Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. And for the viewers here, Dan did text me, and what did you text me? Brosner might die. Like, I think you just like, this guy might die. Like,
yeah,
the Vikings are done. Like,
yeah.
this guy, the quarterback, literally might die. And it was so bad. If you watch that game, there's been some of the lowest QB ratings the last couple years, all of which taking place in Minnesota. It's like they're challenging each other in the locker room. You got JJ McCarthy, like, I got the record. The other guy's like, yo, man, I'm going to beat you. And he did. So
So
congratulations to Max
I
coming
did
out there
something
and
fun
maxing out.
with my daily fantasy thing that I do.
Mm-hmm.
I actually started him. He was my
Okay.
quarterback, yeah.
Ugh.
It was
What you
good
got,
though in the sense
6.8
of, like,
points?
the rest of my team was fucking stacked, right? But,
Yeah.
didn't go so hot with that. If you would've just been a little bit competent, I would've been alright. Like, just give me,
Yeah.
like, 10 points, and I would've had a pretty solid week, I think, so.
Yeah. Who was the furthest you could get from 10 points? That was
Yeah, I
so
think
bad.
he ended with 0.4 or 0.2.
Now, at this point, I mean, are you playing Justin Jefferson?
Oh, yeah,
That's the
I mean,
conversation that needs to happen. You look at what he's done
who's the
this
backup?
season.
Who's the backup?
I don't even know at this point. I'm not kidding.
I
Is
mean,
it
because
the
this is they'd be their 4th string essentially, right?
Yep, it would 100% be their fourth string because Carson Wentz is dead.
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy's trash and he did not play well.
No,
And
Ritter's there.
oh, there he goes.
Desmond Ridder.
Desmond Ridder. Oh, the old Atlanta Falcon. He was supposed to step in and be the next guy there. That's amazing. I think he was a 3rd round pick. So let's see what Desmond Ridder can do. I'm putting him in next week. He has NFL quarterback experience, not good ones, but he had enough where
He's not even on the depth chart. What is happening
yeah,
here? The
they
team
might
has
have just
already
signed him,
added
dude. He could be on the practice squad.
Yeah, he is. He's on the practice squad, but I
Yeah.
was just looking at, like, the depth chart, like, on the Vikings
Mhm.
official depth chart. They don't list anybody after Brosmer.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You don't need anybody to post that guy. I mean, look at the numbers he put up.
Yeah, I
He's
mean, at some
stacked.
point, you just put in, like, Addison, right? And just, like, go run the offense.
Yeah, you just go. Yeah, do pull what was that? Who's the guy? Ronnie Williams, or remember back in the day the Dolphins?
Because
Yep,
everybody was
they had a
banged up.
wildcat formation. The Miami Dolphins went wildcat.
No, a couple years ago, somebody, because all the quarterbacks were hurt. Didn't somebody play that was like a position player?
I think so.
It was Denver. Kendall Hinton.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! I forgot about Kendall Hinton. Yeah, the practice squad wide receiver. They used to play him in quarterback position on the practice squad to work the defenses, and apparently he looked pretty good. So he got the opportunity there. Can you imagine how bad that is? And
Well,
that
it was
classic.
Emergency though. You know what I mean? There was injuries and stuff, but whatever, right? Yeah,
Yeah, but he was actually slated to start though. It's not like
you're not out going getting anybody that week. You know what I mean? So
why not? You get in a professional quarterback, or you get a wide receiver that knows your playbook. What's the difference to me? You know what I mean? I'm bringing in a quarterback than just running a vanilla offense. You can do that. Look at guys like Baker Mayfield that stepped in and played well with the Rams all those years. That's how he got his second chance. Picked up the playbook 2 days before it.
I'll go out on a limb and say that anybody position player could have played better than Brosmer, or equal to or better than.
No, I agree with that. I can't argue with that. I really can't argue with that. They were so bad. They were so bad. Let's move away from that atrocious game in general. That defense looked fun, because they They were given the game. Like, they're like, here, Brosner's just like, here's the ball, have fun. Yeah, well, a lot of different things this weekend.
Is Jaden Daniels coming back?
Jaden Daniels might come back. To me, that makes no sense
Yeah.
whatsoever. I'm not bringing him back. And then the other one is, they continue to play Jackson Dart, and he continues to show up and play. And he's taking big hits, man. He's taking big
well
hits.
last night?
He did not play great, but if I
The
don't
Patriots
understand
look
why they're
good.
playing him.
I
I
think
don't
the
understand why they're playing Dart.
Patriots look so good beating up on just terrible teams. It'll be interesting how this all looks in the playoffs whenever they're playing some caliber teams, I guess. Not that it's their fault. This is just how the schedule is, but May looks good.
May looks
Defense
great.
looks good.
Yeah. So situation-wise, are you playing Jaden Daniels and are you playing Jackson Dart? Talking about like Kafka, the coach.
Oh, I'm saying
coach.
sorry. Yes, I was thinking fantasy. So I would not play Jaden. There'd be no reason to bring Jaden back. And then as far as Dart goes, if he's fine, why not? I don't think I've seen enough from Dart to know whether he's got it or not, to be honest with you. The guy doesn't win. I mean, what are we doing? You have a very bad tendency to lean towards guys who don't win games. Like, oh, he's pretty good. But he doesn't win. You can't play in this league if you don't win.
Okay. So where do you rank Jalen Hurts? Where do you rank him in land of quarterbacks?
Land of quarterbacks as far as like
just ranking. He's a winner. He's a winner.
Yeah. I mean, I think he would be up in the top 10.
No, I'm talking like top 5 or top 3 because he's the most next to Mahomes. He's the most winningest quarterback in the last like 4 years, dude.
Sure. Yeah,
so he wins games. Is that how you rank your quarterbacks?
I can see why people would say, yeah, you go top 5 with him. I can see their argument for that. Like,
I'm just asking.
Yeah,
in general, because if you go off that
I think he's more in the top 10 area. But like, I mean, I will go out on the other side of that was like Josh Allen, right? Great regular season guy. I mean, I don't think that he's for whatever reason just can't win it in the playoffs. So
Manning have that same persona for a long time. Yeah, so, I mean, he really did. Brady always had him.
I think Allen eventually gets there, right, and can get Buffalo to that. I do think that Buffalo is in trouble this year.
I agree.
I think that this may be the coach's last stance there too, but we'll see. Speaking of coaches, I might be back on the McDaniel train.
Oh yeah,
I think I'm not as convinced that he should be fired from Miami now. If he keeps winning, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I figured if they gave up on him and all that stuff, like this would have gone way worse than it has.
I mean, weirdly, I agree with you. I think it could have been a lot worse. He's still trying some fun stuff, and Tua's responding well to it. Tua plays well near the end of years. Like, he always, this stretch at the end of the season, he always puts up good numbers. It's weird. And then he shits the bed in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Yeah, and honestly, going back to that Allen comment, I think a great comparison that I don't really hear often is Allen to Phillip Rivers, like superstar numbers, like always.
No, I agree with that.
Super winning quarterback during the regular season, playoff time. It's just he didn't show up, or his team didn't show up. He carried the team a couple of those games, and they could never win. They couldn't get over it.
Rivers, I think Rivers to Allen is probably fair, right? As far as comparing careers currently. Like, obviously, I don't think Rivers ever won MVP, right? Again, I don't even know if Josh Allen should have won MVP last year, right?
He shouldn't have. We had a whole episode about that.
Go back in the archives for that one.
Yeah. I mean, we literally had a whole episode about that. I felt like that. At least I edited a whole episode's worth. I think our conversation went an hour and a half because you were a big Burrow fan, and I think I talked you into Lamar. When you started seeing Lamar numbers, you're like, holy shit, I didn't realize.
Well, yeah, even Lamar. Yeah, like it was
the numbers he had last season.
It should have been between Burrow and Lamar.
Oh yeah, yeah, but Lamar should have won. There's no question. I mean, yeah, but yeah, either way, it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been Allen. It shouldn't have been Allen. Let's get to the damn game. We're talking about MVPs. That's how we went down this horrible rabbit hole. I'm so sorry for our viewers.
Runner-up MVP right now. Dak versus Jared Goff. Lions -3. The total here is quite high as well. I think it was right around 53.
I saw.
What is that?
53. I saw 54.5 earlier.
54.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going up.
Definitely think there's gonna be a lot of scoring here. I don't know if I lean that way. I have to take a little look at that. But for the game, I am leaning towards taking Detroit here -3.
Okay. The line's too tight for me, to be honest. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm excited for this game. I'm not touching the line. I don't like the over under. Way too many points. I got a slew of prop bets in this game. Very excited to share them with you. I think they're going to be fun ones. I might also chase some more in the game, depending on how it kicks off. I want to see if this. So there's two directions this game could go on. People are going to be like, of course, he's covering all bases. I'm not. I think it's solely dependent upon Aiden Hutchinson getting to Dak Prescott and shaking that up. If Dak Prescott has time, he's going to rip them apart. And if that happens, I think Dallas might win this by 10, Dan. I really do. And
That's fair.
otherwise, it could be a low-scoring game. I think this might end up being into you like everybody going into that Eagles game versus the Lions. Everybody said, "Oh, this is going to be a shootout," And you and I talked about it. Like the Eagles' offense hadn't showed up in weeks. What
Well,
made people think they were going to show up that game? And in the end, all they did, they had to get to Jared Goff, and you saw how shook up he was. The Eagles blitzed him repeatedly. He couldn't complete a pass. And I think Dallas, they've done a good job adjusting their defense the last few weeks. They've played better. They've won games down the stretch. Their defense held some good teams. And I think they're going to take a play call out of the Eagles, and they're going to blitz the shit out of Jared Goff.
forgetting this injury was St. Brown,
Amon-Ra
right?
St. Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to get
so
into that. The low
right.
ankle injury.
Yeah, so, like, if he doesn't play too, I guess that's a possibility there too.
Massive swing, in my opinion. He is the epitome of a security blanket. The guy averages like 5.5 catches a game. He's seeing like 10 targets a game. Goff, if he needs to throw the ball, he's looking all the way to Amon-Ra. And hopefully Jameson gets one and busts it open. Dan, go over my bets because you got them in front of you.
First one is over 1.5 rushing attempts by Jared Goff. So when he kneels it 3 times at the end of the game, you got that 1-1.
Exactly. Or at the end of the half. People remember this. Your rushes, this is kind of a cheat code. If you think a team's going to dominate, you do this. I'm not doing it because they're dominating. I'm doing it because Jared Goff might be running for his life, in my opinion. I
We're
really
talking
think
about
so.
a
I think
good Dallas defense. This is crazy.
No,
Crazy
Dallas is
world.
going to be blitzing him, and it's going to open the lanes for him to take a few yards. He had a good rush last week. If you saw about 12 yards, it's pretty rare he does that. But when he has an opening, he takes it. And I think Dallas is going to be aggressive with their defenders. I think they're going to be blitzing, and I think he's going to take off. I really do.
And then Javonte Williams receiving. You have them over
9.5 yards. And we've hit that same bet we hit last week or the week before. So that was it. That's usually a pretty solid bet. And going to go back to Aiden Hutchinson. When you have a superstar defensive end, you'll see a lot of teams play screens at that side of the field. Dallas, don't get me wrong, they're going to do the same shit. They'll find Javonte Williams. They'll let Aiden Hutchinson slip by. He's a smart defender. He might sit back and blow that play up, but I'm going to gamble that he won't. And even if he does, there's going to be other opportunities for Javonte Williams. Dak Prescott, he goes through all his reads so quick at this point. Javonte Williams is getting a check down more often. So.
And then your next bet on Pickett was the 76ers over 233.5. You missed that, just so you know.
I know I did.
Yeah. So Brandon Aubrey.
What was the final there anyway?
It was 121 to 102. So 76ers won, but yeah.
Damn, I know.
By 10. Brandon Aubrey kicking points over 8.5.
I say this every week. Aubrey is a goddamn weapon.
Yep.
Dallas knows that too. If they're going to stall out on their own 50, they might even think about kicking it. It's insane how good
you see it at the end of the halves, right, with them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They take gambles, and on top of it, it's this Dallas offense. You're good for probably 3 touchdowns, maybe another. I think he's going to get 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals. I think that's what I'm seeing this at. I'm seeing him 9 to 10 points easy.
I mean, I think if this game goes over, I mean, it's 54.5. I think that's a pretty solid bet there at 8.5, right?
We're weirdly kicking ass on kickers this year. No, okay, never mind. Pun intended. I have to go with that. But we're doing very well on our kickers this year. I think we might be 5-0 off the top of my head. We can look through the spreadsheet, but I think we're 5-0 on kickers this year.
And then your last one,
I just jinxed it.
Right. Then your last one is Jared Goff, longest pass completion over 35.5. With this defense, that makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. And remember, this Dallas defense is lately they play better, but they still are letting up massive, massive yards to receivers. And when you got a guy that can blow the top off like Jameson Williams, Jamo's he's going to do his thing. And if Amon-Ra St. Brown's out, look for the Lions to scheme up plays to Williams and also do those underneath plays to Jahmyr Gibbs, who can break one at any given time. We see it every week. Right. This might not even be a touchdown, 35 and a half yards. They consistently get 35, 40-yard plays.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they don't, their receivers, I mean, they just play fast sometimes, and they're able to break those off. And Gibbs too, right? I mean, that's
that's why I love Gibbs coming out of the backfield. He's phenomenal. And honestly, is Laporta back today? I don't think he is.
I didn't know. It said still out.
So there you go. Brock Wright, do something, please. Yeah. I got one more. I think I did there's another insurance bet that you could do. I like Jared Goff over a half yard. That was plus money. I think I bet that one too. I don't know why it's not uploading on my ticket.
I didn't do that one. So
yeah. So that was I put a smaller wager on that one. I like the 1.5 rushes more than the half yard. Only because the rushes could be kneels. And in the end, he might get a 2-yard rush early in the game or a 1-yard scramble to get that first down, but then he kneels and loses it. Yeah, so keep that in mind, folks. So go with the rush attempts with Jared Goff, because if you're banking on kneeling it a few times, make sure you factor in that's -1.5, -2 yards sometimes, depending on how much time they're going to kill. Sometimes they take 2 or 3 steps back before they kneel. That is the absolute worst. I've lost bets on that. That is my least favorite thing in the world. They're trying to kill time. They do that little backtrack. I'm like, don't do this. Just take a knee, man. Kill me. But yeah, it's going to be a fun game. And honestly, I need the Lions to win this, only because Dallas scares the shit out of me in our division. It's weird. I know I should be rooting for Dallas in this game. This is a no-win situation for the Eagles. Best case scenario is another tie somehow this NFL season. That's the only way that's the only way it works out for the Eagles.
Right.
Because Dallas loses, that's good. They're closer to elimination from the playoffs, but I don't want to play them right now. I don't want to see them in the playoffs. I don't want them making it close to the playoffs. I don't want to give them any hope, because that team is roaring right now.
Yep. No, I agree with you there. I don't know. I just think that the Lions tend to just go in these streaky patterns where they look good, look bad, look good. They're kind of in that downward right now. I think eventually they got to get up and get out of it, and I think they will. I haven't bet it yet, but I do think that's where I'm going to end up going, is -3 for the Lions.
It should happen.
You hope.
I'm not kidding. I know it sounds corny.
7-5, they got to get it going, right? So
yeah, yep. And they're middle of the pack defense. Yeah, they're middle of the pack defense versus the number 1 offense, pretty much. Dallas is still at the tail end of the NFL in defense versus not really a great offense at this point. They're having some struggles. So versus what we expected.
I did look at our season-long props on Goff. So he is projected right now at 4,300 yards. So that's
boom.
Yeah.
What a lock.
Yeah.
I mean, that was so weird.
Not to bring up this Caleb Williams thing, but he's at like 24, 25 touchdowns. So that's what the projection's at.
Yep.
So
exactly.
Hopefully that continues to trend that direction.
Yeah, our season longs are looking pretty good. How are we doing otherwise?
I've only lost one so far. I may lose the Chargers one. I think I have the Chargers over 9.5 wins. That's going to be close. And then the Jets over 5.5. I feel pretty good about that. I'm hoping next week I cash in my Vikings one.
You did under 5.5, right? Not
under. Sorry, yeah. God, yes. And then the Vikings one, I need them to lose one more, so I got them under 8.5 wins. So.
Well, I think they're on pace for that, Dan.
Unless
pending a miracle, I think that and did you see the Vikings even released Adam Thielen? So what very respectful move, very classy to give him an exit like that. But can you imagine trading draft collateral for a guy that you're going to play a couple games and then release? That would be so pissed.
Someone picked him up already. Who was it?
The Pittsburgh Steelers got him right away. So Rodgers, there you go. Have fun with him. Good times.
Another team that's in a little bit of a mess right now. So
yeah, but they're still in it, so you're telling me there's a chance.
Right.
All right, I got nothing else, man.
Right,
I don't know what else you want to kick it with. Yeah, I think we got everything, guys. Thank you for listening, everybody. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on all the other stuff. I'm BShells13. Dan is DAmbrose04. And thank you again. Appreciate you guys. We're gonna edit this and get this out pretty quick.
Different magnetic. Yo, my raps vaulted, here my memory banks that never be released. Box cut inside the apple, you're in for a treat. Paper cuts in a vicious way, run it back.